Right. Several years ago, I picked up Battlestations, space adventure game, second edition, and I had moved that along. It's been a few years. The Dirtside released, and I was kind of excited about that as well, but I just really had been looking at Battlestations first edition and kind of liked the direction that that one had went. The sizing of it and the whole 9 yards. Standees instead of miniatures, and just a smaller size footprint altogether. And then I had found a great lot of Battlestations 1 and immediately purchased that. And as I was looking at that and kind of going through that material, I started looking more again at the rules and the books and things for Dirtside and Battlestation 2nd edition. And it occurred to me that I could really put together a comprehensive Battlestations box, and that's what I did here. So this box, as a matter of fact, I found at Joann's, and decided to put this together. Bought the box because I knew it was going to be a lot of materials, and so I spray painted the box black and then printed out some labels here, put some things together on Canva, and there you go. So man, this thing really came together well. I'm really excited about the box too. It has a front flap that is magnetic, and so it stays together, which is really cool. But here we go, let's get into this. So we open it up, and right off the bat, we have standees. So these standees here, let me just pull these out. Now these are the Battlestations first edition standees, and so these things right here, we have robots on this side, so we can show these out here, and robots. So these standees were supposed to be created where they fold together and then you tent them, kind of slot the base in together, but I didn't really like that look, so I decided to just create little standees that have their own bases. They're double-sided like this, and then they will sit up like that when they're in play. So here we have all of the alien races. We've got humans and bear dudes and bird dudes and elephant guys here, and there's bats and rhinos and all kinds of different aliens. All of the races pretty much are covered in here, and so there's 4 of each here, and and then the sheep dudes. These are a part of the Planet of Dr. Moreau, whatever it is, expansion for first edition. So we're going to have those, and then here we've got Dr. Moreau, and then there's the other Bad Meanie behind him there too. So anyway, real excited about those. They look to be about 10 millimeter ish in terms of the character sizing. Loving that. All right, okay. Perfect. So on the BGG website for Battlestations, there is a kind of a post of a post. These aren't actually on as a PDF on the files, which is unfortunate, but I was able to get these cards, and these are a full list of equipment cards, right? Equipment cards for all of the items in Battlestations first edition. I think it also covers second edition as well. It just covers everything, right, with first edition stats, and I really like that part. There's blank ones in here, so I think if I wanted to do my own sort of thing, I could fill that in, but you got drugs and weapons and all kinds of cool things, EMP packs and med kits and grenades and all that kind of stuff, right? And then here's blank ones. Here like that. But the other thing I like about this too is when it comes time to do a sort of treasure find, this kind of stuff, drawing a random card for that action would be really cool. So I'm really excited about those. And then these cards here. Now this is another item that is on the BGGs, and this is a card deck here that goes through each of the phases in Battle stations. Really like that a lot. So warp in, and you know what you do, and then phase 1, round 1, power generation, ship movement order, ship movement order again, right? Missile movement, right? And you go through all the actions and recovery, and then back to 1. So really liking that. Excited to put those into action. And then these next several decks are for Dirtside, you guys. So this is the Drift Rose. So when you are coming into the planet, this is where you might have an idea of, hey man, I want to land in this zone, but you may or may not land there, right? And then dropping from near orbit, so there's rules about that. And then here are all the vehicle cards, where you can put your characters in each, so you can see how many people are there and are traveling along, right? And so an altitude for the jet bike and all that kind of stuff. So really cool little deck there for Dirtside. And all right, and then again for Dirtside, right, the threat deck. So here we have the threat deck for Dirtside. And I also have a sheet of these same cards. There aren't a whole lot of these, and so was thinking I might just use the sheet, but it's always nice to have the cards as well. And then, of course, treasure. And so this is Dirtside specific treasure, so this ought to be super cool. Add a little bit of a different measure of amount of materials to find, along with the Battlestations ones, right? And then here we have, are you ready for this? All of the characters for the character cards, right? For Dirtside, but these are also the same type of character cards that you'll find in Battlestations 2, which is fun. And so it just has all the abilities listed, you know, what their alien ability is, what kind of gear they have, what their special ability is. I will say that for some reason, when I put these things together, I was not focused in terms of putting it together. So there's a little bit of sort of slippage on the back side of these, which, you know what, I'm fine. This build was really involved. And so all of the main information is on here. It's all legible. It all looks great. And the main part of it, the character piece, is lined up and beautiful. So I really think that's kind of the key piece of it. Anyway, but there are a ton. There's over 80 of these characters in here. So here you've got, what is this? A Testanudinoid, a Zoalan. Interesting names here on some of these characters. A Minutian, really small dudes, right? So fun to have those. All right, and so here we've got this. These are the, so I can move this. This box must weigh about 20 pounds. Here we have more Dirtside stuff, right? So we've got a vehicle occupants tracking card with it, and then you've got a spaceship, and this is going to be going down here, so landing on a zone kind of deal like that, right? There's another one in here too. I can show that to you. But all of these cards now, so these are the Dirtside tiles, and they are double-sided, and they have a capital letter and a lowercase letter on each side. So excited about these. The fact that these are double-sided is going to mean that they are going to be super straight. I think I've talked about that before in terms of setting these things up and putting them together. But really cool to have these. And of course, these are done at a smaller scale than the ones that you would find in your normal Dirtside. So like in the scale down sizing of it. All right, we have a whole bunch of what have we got? Character cards, right? Alien cards. We've got empty ones, new ones, right? And these are all laminated, so you can write on these as well. So this is all first edition sort of character cards. And here we got, this is the ship control card, and so you would put some kind of clear, I've got some different color markers that you would move, and you slide this up for speed and out of control, and what is that, helm and guns and shields as you're building power up in them, if you guys have played. Dropping from near orbit, just this card and the Drift Rose, I just created a larger version of that little card I shared earlier. And then here we have another ship, and that comes with the Dirtside piece. And then here we go, right on top. Let's start with this first tray. These are all of the tokens for Dirtside right here. And in here, so we've got the vehicles in here. What have we got? Cargo, flight hangars. Here we've got heavy movers and tanks in here. How cool is that? And then an arm, a gun, right? And then here we've got cars and some jet cars and other kind of cars and bikes in here. And then other little tokens. These are just fun. I decided not to go too crazy with these, but I did create them double-sided. So they have, flight components or spaceship components on one side, and then different various other things for Dirtside on the other side there too. So so that is the Dirtside tray. And then here we've got, now this tray here is a combination of this, and this is from the spaceship expansion that was for 2nd edition. And then these here came with the 1st edition set. So these pieces here are the ones that came with the game, with the original pieces. And then these here, all the others that you see in here, were ones that I printed and created myself to have different things, right, for broken components and damage and luck and all that kind of stuff. Let's get into some of this stuff here. So we've got cheat sheet for Battlestations 1st edition right here. Love that. And then you have the out of control, or the ship control card here. And so we've got a few of those, anticipating that maybe we have a few ships together with that. And then here is the spaceship, Battlestations spaceships, and which talks about all of the new spaceships that are available. And these are the 3D ships that you could buy. So I went ahead and picked up this expansion here, and this has some missions in here too, which is kind of fun. So that was cool. So so there's that. Here is the ship control card. That is, now this one, I believe this one was for 2nd edition, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Decided to go ahead and print this out. I'm not sure if I'll use this one or not, because the other ones are really cool and they have a lot more information on them. All right, here we've got these. Now these are cool, and I may use these. These are the 2nd edition character cards, and there's a little bit more. I think they're a little more streamlined and a little more, I think they're a little easier to read and kind of follow. So I kind of like these here too. So these are the character cards. And then we have all of the cheat sheets, sequence of play, plot twists. Here's more of the cheat sheets. This one is for 1st edition. And then the ship control sheet, right? What size your ship looks like, and what cargo you're carrying, and the crew manifest and that kind of thing. So this one makes plotting damage and that kind of stuff a lot easier too. So I've got a couple of those in here. What else we've got? We've got more cheat sheets in here, and now these cheat sheets also, again, for all of the games, Stations 1, 2, and then Dirtside as well. There. Here we go. All right, yes, the galactic map. So this is the known galaxy universe, guys, and so created this here, and so this is one of those things where you can roll up sectors and determine the planets and where you might start and where you are adventuring and how you get from one to the other. So really cool galactic map out of the 2nd edition book. Went ahead and pulled it out, printed it up on some great cardstock, and attached it to some chipboard to make the map. And then here we have, now this is the space piece. So now these boards you would put together, and then you would utilize the space miniatures, or the spaceship miniatures on here to move around, right? And then once you're moving around here, that's where you go into the spaceship components, right? And you move your little dudes around inside the spaceship, from the helm to the guns to the science pods and stuff like that, right? So that is what that's all about. All right, here we go. Battlestations rule set number 1. And there it is, right? So, and I have all of the books for Battlestations 2, all of the things. So let's see, Her Majesty's Sacred Egg Sack, Bot Wars, Planet of Dr. Moreau, and then here's a little map set of the what am I looking for? The facility there for Dr. Moreau, right? So really cool. Excited about that. And then here we've got the deep ones in space. A little sort of Cthulhu sort of horror type of setting for Battlestations. How fun is that? The Dirtside rules and missions and all of the stuff. And so this is one that I printed out and put together. We've got the advanced rulebook for Battlestations 2, rules of engagement quick start guide, and all of the other sort of cool things. I combined the quick start guide along with some of the other informations from the advanced rules into this particular set. And then here's more of the items for Battlestations 1, Pax Galactum, Civil War, How Much for Your Planet, and Pirates of Trundlia. One of the things that I just love about Battlestations 1 is that it's set up kind of like D100, if you've played that, or 4AD, because each book sets you up with additional skills and abilities and alien races and components for your spaceship and equipment, and it just really grows the game. And that was, I think, something that I was missing with Battlestations 2nd edition that just didn't offer that. Let's talk about these last couple of trays in here. Here we go, Battlestations 1 tokens, and then here are all the spaceships and missiles and the ship control there, and here's all of the tokens, right, for blasters and flamethrowers and nerve disruptors and blades, right, all that kind of stuff. So fun stuff there. And this last tray is all of the ship components, right? So here you have the helm, the engine, ship control piece here, and then the hyperdrive. And when you put all of these together, they're going to create something, you guys, that looks like this, right? And this was the one that you put down on the Battlestations Dirtside map, like that. But there you go. So, and then all of this stuff just fits right back in here, like so. And there we go. So then we have all of the tokens to go back in here. And here we go. Let me start to build this up just like that. And here we have it. So really excited about this part. All right, here we are. Putting it all back. I had someone make a comment previously about, man, I want to know how it all fits back in the box. So, it's one of those things for me, that I feel is really important in terms of building a game and playing a game. How easy is it to put together and take apart and all of that kind of stuff, right? So, and get out on the table to play, and etc. So here we go. We've got this stuff happening here, and here we go. And then lastly, this little guy right here, and then there it is. There it is. Battlestations 1, 2, and Battlestations Dirtside. Build is complete.